Hello, everyone. I'd like to talk to you about some of my writing frustrations right now because I'm at a part in the book that I've been writing where I'm writing a scene that's supposed to be very climactic, where there's this one storyline, particularly this love storyline, where a lot has been building throughout the course of the book, and now I'm at the point where the things I hinted at earlier, they're supposed to pay off. And the scene I think is fairly well written so far, but I'm right at the end where I'm trying to close the chapter, and I'm having trouble, coming up with the wording, because I've come up with wording that I think is good enough that would work. But I'm thinking because this has been building, good enough, good enough. I don't think will quite cut it. It has to be better than good enough, and so I'm frustrated because the few sentences that I've come up with, alternative sentences that I've come up with that I think are good, don't quite work because some of them conflict with what I wrote previously. And so if I use those, then I'd have to go back and write what I wrote and rewrite what I wrote previously. So I'm kind of in a bind here, and it's especially difficult because today is not, environment-wise, is not a very good writing day, because it is the hottest day of the year that I've experienced so far. It's nearly 100 degrees and 100 degrees, and plus right now I have there's some people visiting out there with my family, and so I mean, well, it's my niece and nephew and all that, but so therefore it's very loud. So loud house and heat, that's like the worst writing environment ever. And yes, I know I can put headphones and music in, but it's really awkward, and it's just I'm having a lot of trouble, and so I'm in a situation where I'm planning on taking a little break and then trying to stay up as long as possible, even if it's late into the night, because I'm not writing a whole lot. It's a whole in terms of length. I'm writing a couple, two, three sentences, maybe even if I can get it right, maybe just one to close this chapter. But I'm going to be staying up as long as possible trying to get it right, and because it's one of those things where if I'm in a situation where I don't think I have something right, then it's like I can't sleep. I'm kind of obsessive compulsive about it, and then so I'm going to stay up as long as possible trying to now it's very likely or possible that even if I get to where I'm satisfied that the next day I'll think what was this and try again, but until I get to a point where I can say at least think at least once, this sounds really good, even if I change my mind ultimately. Until I get to that point, I'm going to be working on it. Or, or worst case scenario is that it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I still haven't come up with anything, and I have to lay down in the bed, frustrated, and then I don't sleep very much. That will be the worst case scenario. Hopefully, that doesn't happen, but it could happen. And so um, so this is my current frustration at the moment.